Okay. So, Rodrigo, we're sitting here at the WSIS event. Can you share a little bit about the World Summit Awards?
Sure. So the World Summit Award has been going on for a while. It started with WSIS and it tries to focus on the best digital content the world has to offer. So every year there's submissions and there are selections, all linked to the SDGs, all linked to having meaningful impact in communities. It's one of the most interesting movements around digital content that's been here for a while. And we're expanding, we're reaching more countries, we're reaching more results. And every year, I've been a juror for many years now, and every year I'm amazingly surprised by how these initiatives are really making a difference in their countries.
Wow, yeah, that was very nice and succinct. But could you also share some numbers about how many countries we are in? Or what are the different types of. No, maybe I can do that.
Maybe introduce yourself also. Please introduce
Yeah,
yourself.
sorry, I didn't introduce myself. So I'm Abner Manzar from the Digital Empowerment Foundation. It's a 23-year-old organization based in India. And when Rodrigo asks me some questions about it, I will answer further. And you are.
I'm Rodrigo Assumpção. I'm the CEO of Dataprev, which is a state-owned IT company by the Brazilian government, and we run most of social data of Brazil. And I've been part of WSA for many years, and as soon as you give the numbers concerning WSA, you then can tell us what DEF is and why I think it's one of the most amazing organizations anywhere.
Yeah, so the DEF is also a part of the network of the World Summit Awards, where in fact they're a partner in India. And this year we hosted the Global Congress of the World Summit Awards. Apart from that, DEF does a lot of work at the grassroots with communities. We have more than 2,000 centers across India who are working towards bridging the digital divide. It's all done on an entrepreneurial model called SuchnaPreneur. Suchna in Hindi means information, and preneur comes from entrepreneur. So we train these women on how they can use digital tools to serve their communities. And for every service that they provide to their communities, they charge a minimal fee. And this ensures that this remains a sustainable intervention because it also secures their livelihood. We've now reached more than 2,000 villages and we've impacted about 35 million plus lives across India. Yeah.
Can you describe a little bit more what it's about and how do you impact all these lives? In what is happening?
About the telecenters. I think that's really crucial as well.
Yeah, so these SuchnaPreneur centers, which in English we can also explain by saying they're community information resource centers. These centers are based within villages, and what they do is that they provide access to government entitlements, access to digital services, access to telehealth services, access to digital literacy, and all of these things. And everything that is accessed there, before that center came to that village, people would have to travel 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers away to access those same things. So it makes it much easier for them to access these things, and not just easier. In a lot of cases, this now becomes the first time that they come and interact with digital tools. So this is digitally empowering the country slowly by in improving access to digital internet connectivity.
Meaningful access.
Yes, exactly. Like Rodrigo said, it's meaningful access, meaningful connectivity, and not just connectivity for the sake of it.
And what is the World Summit Awards about?
So the World Summit Award is a contest in a way, but profoundly linked, as I mentioned, to the SDGs. So every year, experts around the world will organize their countries to have the largest amount of submissions of digital solutions linked to the SDGs that will then be selected by country juries, and the best of each country will then be forward to an international global jury. So the selections will allow for over 40 first 170 are chosen, and then they're narrowed down to 40 of the global winners, and then in the final round you choose one for each of the SDG groups. We have 8 concentration groups. So
What's the SDG?
SDG is the Sustainable Development Goals, right? So the UN targets for advancing perhaps a better world, and digital content, digital products, digital solutions linked to these goals are crucial for helping us achieve them.
Could you describe 1 or 2 great new ideas that are coming out of this?
Sure. This year in India, for example, there were 2 Brazilian winners of these 8 categories. One was basically the person who invented it or structured it. He said it's Tinder for pickers, for garbage pickers, for recycling pickers. So basically, they would connect people who had things they needed to discard and people who would go there and pick them up to take them for recycling. So that was one of the solutions that was structured, a app that would link these 2, and it was really very interesting. The other, that was Kataki, the name of this winner. The other, as interesting as, was an education app for autistic children that would then be helped in their education, and would involve the whole family in the way that they are learning and improving their capacity. So apps like this that impact health, environment, equality, gender rights, even culture and tourism. All these apps are selected within these categories every year to define the best digital solutions for helping the world towards reaching the SDGs.
I would also like to add that now the network is in more than 182 countries, and it's a 20-year-old initiative, 22-year-old initiative now. And these awards every year are recognizing amazing talent, amazing solutions that are getting scaled because of the recognition that they're getting at the WSA.
And I guess with the AI development tools, there's so many more ideas that can be developed by more and more people to solve real problems.
Not only AI is helping developing some of these solutions, but most of the solutions, or at least a huge percentage of these solutions, is using AI for the solution itself. So not only in development, but there are all kinds of smart analysis being applied to these solutions. In fact, we are even discussing whether we're going to have AI as a category or a transversal category that might influence these activities. But definitely, as you pointed, AI is coming and reaching in all these solutions.
Cool. Thank you so
Yes,
much. And what are
thank
you
you.
showing here? Just shortly, what are these?
These are actually these frames are made by our community members, and they all tell the stories of the different community members and the impact that digital literacy and digital capacities are having on them. You should have a look at this as well. This is a pouch that they've made, and
Nice.
we've designed them. We've helped them curate this, and at the back it's like this, and there is a zipper here. You can keep your stuff. Yeah.
Thank you so much.